Before we start, I want to say that anybody found making a video like this or anywhere near close to this should be giving me credit because I'm the only one worthy and the only one that should be able to do videos like this. If you don't give me credit, I will not approach you as a normal human being. I will instead send my warriors of the Farruski clan to go and destroy you. You know, verbally in your channel, of course. But if I really don't like you, you may be even lucky enough to get a nasty comment from the Farruski himself. Ha! 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 I'm obviously joking. I am nowhere near that self-centered, but there are obviously people out there who are that self-centered, and this is exactly what you sound like. I don't need to say any names, you know who you are. Anyway, today I'll be reviewing my own trophy list. I'm also planning on reviewing yours, so if you do want that to happen, leave your PSN down below in the comments, or let me know in the Discord. People in the Discord have priority, and people that are patrons have an even higher priority. Now let me just say, I'm not bothered about 100%. I'm not bothered about your rank. I'm not bothered about your country rank or your world rank. No, I just care about platinums earned. That's it. Whether the game has a 50% completion or an 100% completion, it doesn't matter. I just want that shiny platinum. Also, whilst we're talking about platinum,
I think we'll come on to trophy hunting now, because it's a question of like what really like sort of makes you want to keep doing it, because you're right, it's sort of that personal sense of achievement.
In that podcast, Platchum shares how they started trophy hunting. Check it out, it's a pretty good time. Alright, so the main reason I am doing this is because I have a problem in how Sony judges platinums. I've said it before and I will say it again. A platinum that has a 7 out of 10 difficulty should not be worth the same as a platinum that has a 1 out of 10 difficulty. It's not fair for dedicated players. I value much more the quality of a platinum over quantity of platinums any day of the week. So I've created my own way of judging lists. Games that have next to no difficulty and are judged as a 1 out of 10 in difficulty are worth no points. Games that have a difficulty of 2 are worth half a point. Games that have a difficulty of 3 are worth 1 point. Games that have a difficulty of 4 and 5 are worth 2 points. And then games that have the difficulty between 6 and 9 are worth 3 points. Finally, games that have a 10 out of 10 in difficulty are worth 4 points, because they're the big whales and not many people have those. Since I'll be reviewing the lists in PSN profiles, I'll also use their guides to determine how hard the platinum is to get. If there are no guides, I'll go into Google, type in the trophy guide, and the first list that will give me a difficulty is the one that will stick. When I finish reviewing your list, you will be put into a leaderboard that I will update as more lists come in. Within that leaderboard, you will be placed in a category. And that way it makes it fair for everybody. You know, as much as possible at least. Since Sony will attribute more points to more skillful and dedicated players, I will. Now let the judgment begin. Alright, so like I said, not only will I be judging my own trophy list, I will also be showing you the format that I've been talking about in the intro so you guys know more or less how this is going to work. So here we are, in the Platinum Trophy Hunter's favorite website, PSN Profiles. Let's go ahead and select Platinums only, because that's what we care about in here. Alrighty, so Persona 5 and Erica are both a 3 out of 10 in difficulty, so I gain 1 point from each. I also have a Platinum Trophy Guide for both of these games if you guys need it. I will also add that Persona 5 is an amazing game and it should be played by everybody. Next we have Lara Croft Go and Grim Fandango Remastered. These are both a 1 out of 10 in difficulty, so I gain no points. Next is Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Most guys give this a 4 out of 10 in difficulty, so I gain 2 points. Compared to the other Kingdom Hearts, it's not that hard, even on Proud. Next we have Batman The Enemy Within, which is a Telltale game, and is also 1 out of 10, so I gain no points. Legend of the Skyfish is a 2 out of 10, so that gives me half a point. Then Without Escape is a 1 out of 10, so no points for me. Next up, we have Infamous First Light, a spin-off of Infamous Second Son. Not very long, but it's a pretty good game. It is, however, a 4 out of 10 in difficulty, so I gain 2 points. Next we have The Surge, which is a Souls type game, but with machines, kinda. Most guys give it a 5 out of 10, so I gain 2 points. After that we have Kingdom Hearts 2, which is a 6 out of 10, which gives me 3 points. To be fair, from all the ones I've played, this one is the best one for me, but it's also quite grindy. After that we have Goat Simulator, which is just a meme at this point. Most guys do judge it as a 5 out of 10 for some reason. I suppose it's because of that damn Flappy Bird minigame. Anyway, I get 2 points. Next up is Monster Energy Supercross. Since I love motorbikes, this was really enjoyable for me. It's not hard at all, just a little bit grindy at times. It is a 3 out of 10 though, so I gain 1 point. After that, we have Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, and I think this is probably the most grindy Kingdom Hearts out of all of them. It is a 5 out of 10, however, so it gives me 2 points. Right after that, we have Dark Souls 3, the best in the Souls series in my opinion, and it's judged as a 6 or 7 out of 10, so I gain 3 points. After that, we have Rocket League, a very fun and addictive football game with cars. It is called football, not soccer, by the way, and this is judged as a 2 out of 10, so I gain half a point. Next is the black sheep of the Souls games, aka Dark Souls 2. I don't think this game is good enough to even be talked about, so I'll just take my 3 points and move on. Yes, this is a 6 out of 10 difficulty. After that, we have Code Vein, the offspring of the affair that Dark Souls had with anime. It's mostly judged as a 5 out of 10, so I gain 2 points. Next, we have the Herculean task that is Red Dead Redemption 2. Play it if you haven't already. It's so worth it. It is, however, judged mostly as a 5 out of 10, so I gain 2 points. Although it's not really a hard platinum to get, it is super time consuming. After that, we have Kingdom Hearts, and it's judged as a 6 out of 10, so I gain 3 points. And then, the most annoying platinum out of all the Kingdom Hearts, we have Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. This is judged as a 7 out of 10. Yes, guys, this is Dark Souls level hard. You have to play the game on Proud 3 times, with 3 different characters, and it is brutal. So I gain 3 points. After that, we have Dark Souls Remastered, which is judged as an 8 out of 10, so I gain another 3 points. Then we have Darksiders 3, not the worst game in the world, but not really the best game in the world either. It's not too bad, it's a 5 out of 10, so I get 2 points. Alright, moving on, we have Dragon Age 11, the longest game I've ever played in my life, but it's a pretty good game. I really did enjoy it. If you like JRPGs, you should definitely play it for sure. It is a 3 out of 10, so I get 1 point. Right after that, we have Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I love this game, and the challenge only made it better in my opinion. It's a 7 out of 10 in difficulty, so I gain 3 points. Here we have the best game ever made ever in My Name is Mayo. Obviously I get no points because this is obviously a 1 out of 10. All you gotta do is click a damn jar of mayo. Next we have Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon, and Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. These are both judged as a 3 out of 10, so I get a point for each. Then right after that, we do have Spyro the Dragon, but this is judged as a 2 out of 10, so I only get half a point. I don't know why this one is judged as less than the other two. They're all pretty easy. So if you wanted 3 easy platinums for the price of 1, go ahead and get these games. Next up, we have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Marvel Spider-Man, and The Crew 2, which will all give me 1 point each because they're all judged as a 3 out of 10. Spider-Man, by the way, is a must for everybody to have. Like, come on. An incredible game and an easy, fun platinum. What more do you want? After that, we have Faye and Life is Strange Before the Storm. They're both a 2 out of 10, so it gets me half a point each. Faye is actually a pretty chill game. I would definitely recommend it. Now, Vampire is a 4 out of 10 in difficulty, so it's worth 2 points. It's pretty much a really buggy game. It has a ton of loading times, even when you open a door. It's ridiculous. I definitely wouldn't recommend it, but it's up to you. Next, we have Detroit Become Human and Ni no Kuni 2, and they are both a 3 out of 10, worth 1 point each. I'd recommend playing both of these games. They're really, really good. Next is Game of the Year of 2018, God of War, and it has a 4 out of 10 in difficulty, which nets me 2 points. Come on guys, I don't even have to say anything about this game, you know the drill. A Way Out is a really fun co-op game, especially if you play couch co-op. It is only a 2 out of 10 in difficulty, so worth half a point, but it's a really, really fun game. Next we have Neo, which is a very good game. It's a Soul-like, but with a much faster gameplay, maybe a little bit more like Ninja Gaiden. It is a 5 out of 10 in difficulty, so it is worth 2 points. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, you know, it's a Lego game, they're all pretty similar. It is a 3 out of 10, so it's worth 1 point. Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale series, is fun, but worth no points since it's a 1 out of 10. The story is quite cool, and the script is actually pretty funny. Next we have Assassin's Creed Origins. It is a 3 out of 10, so only worth 1 point. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 is a 4 out of 10 and worth 2 points. This is one of my favorite anime of all time, in case you didn't notice from the banner, but the games do so much justice to the anime. I only wish they put this much effort into the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot game. If they did, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot would be so much better. Next up we have Middle-earth Shadow of War and Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. They're both a 3 out of 10, so they're worth 1 point each. Shadow of War is very good. If you guys play Shadow of Mordor, this is the follow-up. The Nemesis system is just incredible. I hope a lot more games apply this sort of system. It makes the game so much easier to get immersed in. After that, we have Minecraft Story Mode. It's a 1 out of 10. It is a Telltale game, so it's worth no points. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2 is a 5 out of 10, so that's worth 2 points. Uncharted The Lost Legacy is a 3 out of 10, so that's worth 1 point. It is a spin-off from the original Uncharted, but don't think it's not as good. It is definitely worth playing. Next, we have Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, and Lego Jurassic World, which are all a 2 out of 10, so worth half a point each. Next up, we have the It's Button Mash in Heaven with Tekken 7, which is a 3 out of 10 in difficulty, so worth 1 point. Seriously, out of all the fighting games, I think this is probably the easiest one to platinum. If you guys are like me and suck at fighting games, you should probably pick this up. Next, The Walking Dead: A New Frontier. A very good story, but of course it's a Telltale series, so it's worth no points. Game of Thrones, same situation. Next is one of my favorite games of all time, Bloodborne. It's a 7 out of 10 and worth 3 points. I highly recommend playing this, even if you've never picked a Souls game. This will teach you how to play Dark Souls the right way. Next, we have Lego Harry Potter Collection, years 5 to 7 and years 1 to 4. We have Ratchet and Clank and Far Cry Primal. All of these are a 3 out of 10, so they're all worth a point each. Out of all of these, Ratchet and Clank is the one I would recommend to play. It's so much fun. Next, we have Back to the Future the game. It's a Telltale, but it's a little bit harder than Telltale. It's got a few more tasks, so it is actually judged as a 2 out of 10, which gives me half a point, and the same for Murdered Soul Suspect. It's also a 2 out of 10, so it gives me another half a point. Now, the next few games, I kind of went through a shameful spell. I played Snoopy's Grand Adventure, Life is Strange, Tales from the Borderlands, and Batman the Telltale series. These are all a 1 out of 10 in difficulty, so I gain no points. By the way though, out of all these games, Life is Strange and Tales from the Borderlands are definitely worth playing. Tales from the Borderlands, although it's a Telltale game, it does have a really good script and it's really funny. Life is Strange, it'll probably get you in the feels. After that, we had The Order 1886, Nier Automata, Horizon Zero Dawn, Final Fantasy 15, and World of Final Fantasy. These are all a 3 out of 10 in difficulty, and they're all worth a point each. Every single one of these games I recommend you play. They are all really, really good. Nier Automata was actually my choice for the game of the generation. It just brings so much innovation into one game and so many gameplay mechanics into one single game that it blew my mind. After that, we have Watch Dogs 2. It's a 4 out of 10, so it's worth 2 points. Then, the game that everybody should be familiar by now, The Witcher 3. It is a 7 out of 10 in difficulty. I highly recommend this game, even if you guys aren't going to go for the platinum. If you do, however, want to go for the platinum, I'd highly recommend you get a guide. It has a ton of missable trophies, and Deathmarch is no joke. So thank you, Geralt of Rivia, for the 3 points.
Kiss my ass.
After that, we got GTA Hong Kong, aka Sleeping Dogs. It's a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point. Right after that, Uncharted Drake's Fortune Remastered is a 5 out of 10 and it's worth 2 points. I think out of all the Uncharteds, this one's probably the hardest one to platinum, but don't quote me on that. After that, we have DMC Devil May Cry Definitive Edition. This is the PS4 version. It's a 4 out of 10 and it's worth 2 points. Then we have Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor and God of War Ghosts of Sparta. These are both a 3 out of 10 and worth a point each. God of War Chains of Olympus is a 2 out of 10 and worth half a point. Out of all the God of Wars, I think this is probably the easiest one. Then God of War 2 is a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point. And then God of War is 5 out of 10 and 2 points. The Amazing Spider-Man, which isn't really that amazing, but it's still Spider-Man, so it had to be played and platinumed. And Beyond Two Souls, they are both worth 1 point, since they're both a 3 out of 10 in difficulty. Then we have the DMC Devil May Cry, which is the PS3 version. It's also a 4 out of 10 in difficulty and worth 2 points. And finally, my first ever platinum on this account, we have Dragon Ball Z Budokai HD Collection, which is a 3 out of 10 and worth 1 point. And no, I do not regret having Dragon Ball as my first ever platinum on this account. I love Dragon Ball. It deserved to be here. So as you can see, in total that gives me 102 points. And as you can see from my chart, I platinum mostly mediocre games. Or in other words, 3 out of 10 games. So that puts me in the gold category. So like I said in the beginning, if you guys want to be judged and added to the leaderboard, leave your PSNs down below in the comments. I'll remind you again that people in the Discord have priority over the comments and patrons have even more priority over people in the Discord. And again, I'll remind you, this is all a little bit of fun. I am in no way, shape, or form a professional reviewer. I'm just a dude with OCD that likes creating leaderboards and points. As always, if you guys want to follow me on social media, all those links are down below in the description as well. And that is it for this one, Farruski Clan. I'll catch you guys in the next one. GuyFarruski out.